channel. My name is Olori Lara, and today I'll be talking about reasons for cesarean section. What is cesarean section? Cesarean section is the process that delivers the baby from the abdomen and not from the vagina. So women don't even know that there are reasons why they are advised to go for cesarean section. The thing is that they don't just want to hear about it at all. Once they yes, they run away. They run to different places. They run to herbal homes, to auxiliary nurses. They go to all these unregistered private hospitals, thereby endangering their lives and that of their babies. The thing is that there are a lot of reasons why a woman will be advised to go for cesarean section. We have a whole lot of them, and the thing is that we have two types of cesarean section. We have the elective cesarean section, and we have the emergency cesarean section, and both of them are quite different. For elective cesarean section, a woman will be advised prior to the time of delivery that she's going to have her baby through cesarean section due to some conditions. I will start mentioning the conditions that will warrant a woman to be told beforehand that she's going to have her baby through cesarean section. The first of them is breech presentation. At times, on a normal day, a baby is supposed to be in a heads down position. When it comes to the time of delivery, the baby's head is supposed to be down towards the pelvic. But many at times we see some women that their baby will be lying transverse. That is, the baby will be lying this way. It will not be well proportioned for birthing. So in this kind of position, in this kind of situation, when the baby is not well positioned in the womb for delivery, there's no how that they will ask that woman to deliver a baby by herself. So this is the reason why they will ask such woman to go for cesarean section. And the thing is that when a pregnancy is getting to like 6 months and something is still like that, there are still chances that the baby can still turn. But when it gets to like 2-3 weeks to the time of delivery and the baby is still in that position, that kind of woman will be advised to go for cesarean section. And this is the type of elective CS whereby a date will be chosen even before the woman starts or before the woman go into labor. They will have chosen a date for the delivery of such baby. Another one is initial CS, when a woman has delivered a baby through CS. It can be maybe once or twice, especially when a woman has gone through CS twice. That kind of woman can be advised to go for another CS, because many times they will not want such woman to go through the process of labor in order for the scar of the place where the baby was delivered not to tear open by itself. So they advise that woman not to even go into labor at all before the baby will be delivered through another CS. Another thing that can make a woman to go for elective CS is placenta previa. The thing is, on a normal day, we all know that baby is supposed to come out of the vagina before the placenta. But at times, we'll see a situation whereby the placenta will come first, close to the vagina, ready to be birthed before the baby. And this kind of thing cannot even allow it to occur, because this can lead to severe bleeding that can even take the life of the mother or even the baby. So in this kind of situation where scan has shown that the placenta is coming first, they advise that kind of a woman to go through CS. Another thing is mother's health condition. In case a mother's health will not allow that kind of a woman to go into the process of labor, that kind of woman will be told beforehand that she's going to have a baby through cesarean section. Another one is high blood pressure. We have kidney disease, we have diabetes, we have STD and HIV, and we have hydrocephalus, whereby the baby's head is so big that the baby cannot be born through the birth canal. So this kind of situation, they will tell the woman that she's going to have a baby through cesarean section. But the thing is that some women, once they hear CS, they run away. Look at all these things that I've mentioned. Which of them do you think that they will allow that they will allow a woman to go into labor by herself that will not endanger the woman's life or even the baby as well, or even both of them. So these are the reasons why they tell women to go through CS. Not that any medical person will just come up one day and tell you that, madam, you are going to have your baby through cesarean section. It's not. So if you are told that you are going to have your baby through cesarean, you don't have to run away. Some people even go as far as going to church. They go to church, they say they want to have their baby by themselves. They want to born their baby like an Hebrew woman. See, the thing is that an Hebrew woman is even the woman that delivers her baby safely, either through CS or through vagina. It is when you have your baby safe and sound and you are okay as well, that you can be congratulated, that people will come to rejoice with you. Nobody even wants to know the process that delivers your baby. It's even the person that you tell that you deliver your baby through CS that will know. If you don't even feel like telling people that you deliver your baby through CS, who will know? You are alive and your baby is alive, and that is what matters. So why running away? Why endangering your life? That at the end of the day, where you run to, a lot of things will now happen, and they start rushing you to where they've told you before that you're going to have the baby through CS. Some people have done a lot of things that at the end of the day, they end up losing the child. Some even end up losing their lives just because they don't want to go through cesarean section. If you are told that you're going to have your baby through cesarean section, put everything in the hands of God, pray about it, and leave everything. It doesn't even take time. CS that we're talking about is not in those days when it is either when they say maybe probably is a life sentence or something that is 50-50 chances. No, there's nothing like that. This day is so easy that in no time at all, before you even think of it, the baby is already out of the womb. So what are we now talking about? Why are we not now running away? So if you are the one that you are told that you're going to just put everything in God's hand, and before you know it, you carry your bundle of joy, and everybody will come around to rejoice with you. Another thing that can make CS to occur is multiple pregnancy, whereby a woman is pregnant of multiple babies, like twins, like triplets, quadruplets, and the rest of them. So in this kind of situation, they don't allow that kind of woman to go through a normal delivery. They delivers the baby through cesarean section. Another one is some small pelvic. At times you see a woman having a small pelvic. On a good day, we're supposed to have a normal pelvic where the baby can be able to pass through. And men do have a small pelvic, but we have some women that have small pelvic that even baby's head will not be able to pass through. And you see that kind of woman running away from cesarean section. This kind of woman will have to deliver all her babies through cesarean section, because there's no how the baby's head can pass through the pelvic. So that is those things that can make what's it called, cesarean section to come up, and the elective cesarean section to come up. But when we're talking about emergency CS is the one that it is not even planned for. It just happened in the process of a woman delivering her baby. And what do bring about emergency CS? At times, prolonged labor can make a woman to opt for cesarean section, whereby a woman is already in labor and the labor is not progressing. On a normal day, we're told that a woman have to dilate 10 centimeters before the baby can be born. But where a woman is already in labor, and in the next 12 to 24 hours, the something is not even progressing. Like a woman that is already in 2 centimeters, they're supposed to be moving gradually like that. And after 2, 3, 4 hours, and something is still like that, at times they can try to induce the woman, but after inducing the woman and something is still not progressing, that kind of woman have no option than to go for emergency cesarean section. Another thing is fetal distress. This is whereby the baby is already getting weak in the womb and there's no other option. It might even be prolonged labor and the baby is already getting weak. So what do you think? The normal thing for a normal person is just to opt for cesarean section to deliver our babies. And the thing is that we have some preventive or prevention tactics that we can actually put in place in order to ensure that we don't end up having cesarean section. And after putting all these prevention tactics in place and you still end up having, so be it. At the end of the day, you'll be alive and your baby will be alive as well. So what are the prevention tactics that we have to put in place? You have to eat well during your pregnancy. You eat well, eat all classes of food, eat balanced diets, eat carbohydrates, eat protein, eat all sorts of food. Take enough water. Don't be hydrated at all. Take a lot of water. At every point in time, always make sure that you are taking water, and eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. All these kinds of things actually help the pregnant women. Eat all sorts of food, eat beans, eat a lot of them. So by eating all this kind of thing, you are staying healthy. The baby is also healthy at the same time. So another one is that we should try and maintain an healthy weight. You try and exercise, mind exercise. You make sure that you are staying active. You are always up and doing. You are always agile. When you are doing exercise during pregnancy, you are actually preparing yourself towards the day of the delivery. When your body is active, you are always doing exercise, as in the mind one, like walking for like 30 minutes in a day. This will help your body to stay active for the day of the delivery. Another one is that you should try and maintain do everything that will make sure that you don't end up having complications that will warrant cesarean section. Some people, even when they are close to their delivery, they go up and down. They even travel a long distance from where they stay. That anything can even happen. That the next thing that will happen is to quickly save the life of the mother and that of the baby. So we should try and avoid things, everything possible that will make us end up having cesarean section. I think I'll stop today. If you enjoyed the video, kindly like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to check some other time when we'll be having some other vital issues relating to women to discuss. Thank you and God bless you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.